All right. So we like to welcome everybody to episode 4 of the Splash Brothers Luncheon. I'm here for Scuba. Once again, this is Hurricane. We got two very special guests this week, and we got a bunch of things to get into. Let me introduce, first off, Curtis. May know him as Curtison on in the Discord. How you doing today, man?
Hey, man. Just another day, you know. What's the word, everybody? What's happening?
What's going on, dog?
That's the second voice you hear is Baylyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is their first time on this pod. We talked to them before, but yeah. Welcome.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
What's popping with the population? Was shaking, was moving.
Here we go. They both
glad
got
to be here.
on. I'm jealous.
And got the Deweys and the wave caps.
You know what I mean?
This glorious day, you know.
Yes, sir.
The sound that you hear in the background is the sound of our collective waves crashing against the microphones. You know what I mean?
Very, yeah. Look, you already know it's very wavy. Surfer.
Very wavy.
The beards are flowing.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of these brothers today because I shaved my beard the other day, and they did not.
Nah, we didn't get the memo, big dog.
Yeah, nah, came in too late, man. Barber's out of commission right now.
Right.
I am really feeling the pink do-rag. No shade to Baylyn, but Curtis is kind of shining.
Oh no,
bro, he's shitting on me right now. But
bro. Actually, this joint. I'm gonna do a quick plug. Shout out to all your linemen. You probably seen their stuff on like Twitter. It's a black woman owned velvet do-rag group and everything like that. I just got this in just before we recorded and everything like that. So quick plug in, shout out to them. They have like really good do-rags, headbands, beanies, scullies, whatever. It's very, very, very awesome, man. Yeah, if you need a gift for brother, mother, sister, auntie, whoever.
All right, we'll make sure we plug when we release it.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got a bunch of things to get into. I don't know where to start. Maybe we just start with, we kind of we got to talk about it. It's been in the news. We know what happened in Atlanta. I don't know if it's confirmed that the dude was a white supremacist. It looks like it. It looks like, he has some issues with Asians. I don't know if it was just Asian women, but yeah, he killed. I know what I saw this morning, it was 6 of the 8 people that he killed were Asian women. This is in Atlanta. It's crazy press conference where the cop got up and, I feel like it's kind of beating a dead horse because, how many times we got to see, like the dude Dylan Roof, he shot up that church and they took the Burger King and he's, walking peacefully in the car. And then this morning, the press conference, the cop is like, he just looked very apologetic. Like he was almost like, but I think he said dude had a bad day. Or,
that's exactly what he said.
Like,
yeah, he definitely said that. It was bad. Like when you think of like someone having a bad day,
yeah, like
you think of like their reaction to having a bad day, you probably think of them like kicking their tire,
yeah,
or like punching the air or whatever. You just don't go like shooting innocent people.
Yeah.
And, like,
motherfuckers,
bro. Yeah, they just trying to
like got that, bro. Like, bro.
Especially now this climate too, man.
Yeah. It's like, it's just like nuts because it's like, we know that, it's more than one America. Everyone got every race got like a different outlook on it, but it's still wild to me sometimes. I got to admit, when it's just like hits you in the face, to where it's like, it's like the cop was like trying to make the case for the guy, like make the defense for him. Like, oh, you know, he has some issues, you know, motherfucker, you know, got a sex addiction. Like nigga, what are you doing? Like,
no, man, hey, fuck that guy, man.
Big time.
That cop's trash. That this goes to show you how like white supremacy just like rules the day, even still after all this time with like Floyd, like George Floyd and everything like that, and Breonna Taylor. Like, yo, they still ain't learned nothing, man. The cops just protecting their own people, and like you can clearly see who their own people is.
Straight up, it's clear. It's like it's clear as day. I don't know if you guys saw. It was like right before we started. I saw someone had posted an article to where the cop's Facebook had leaked, and he had like earlier, I think it was last year. He had posted something about the coronavirus, and he was calling it a virus. Did you guys see that?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, but it's like, dude, like, I don't know, man. Like, someone made the point earlier of just like they feel like people are tired of like pretending, and I think that's like one thing that like you have to give Trump credit for a little bit. Like, people were like, yeah, you know what? I'm tired of being nice. I'm tired of acting like I'm not racist. I'm tired of acting like I'm not a piece of shit. Like, I want to say this.
Show us who you really are.
Hey, look, show us your true colors and show us like.
Take the mask
off. Exactly.
And it's like I sort of like, in a sense, like I respect it a little bit. Like I guess I don't expect. I guess it's hard for me to accept. Okay, they took the mask off, and then it's just like, yeah, that's what he is. All right, let's get on with our. Like, nigga, what do you mean? No, this is the Klan. He took the mask off. Now you know who he is. Now arrest him.
Like, niggas took the mask off. Niggas took the mask off the bad guy, and the cops like, well, what can we do? You know what I mean?
He's like, hey, man, he had a bad day, you know? It happens to the best of us. Who among us?
Exactly. Come on, we've all been there. Like,
hey, man, hey. It be like that. No, it don't be like that.
No, it don't.
And you got there like, no, it fucking doesn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you like, even if you like sympathize with the white man, like, for whatever reason, right? Mm-hmm. You're a cop. Mm-hmm. He committed a crime. You don't talk about regular criminals like that.
Nigga, he murdered. Like, that's what's crazy to me. Like, no matter what, he murdered 8 people,
bro.
It's not an investigation. It's not like he murdered. Like, stick to that. Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't want to hear about no bad. Like, nigga is about to have a bad day. That's what I want to hear.
You need to have a bad day in court, motherfucker. Like,
facts. That's facts. And the thing was, he went to like multiple massage places doing this, man.
Yeah,
riding around.
Like, it wasn't just like, I'm just like, yo, that's super heinous. Like, bro, you going around this like with intent doing that, man. That's wild, man. Nah, you gonna say, oh yeah, he had a bad day. It was a rough day. Who among us again?
He killed 8 people. He was going for 10, so he ain't make his mark. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that shit is insane to me. I want to give our condolences to the people whose families, whose lives are lost. We stand with our Asian brothers and sisters. This shit is crazy, bro. Like, honestly,
100%.
And I, for one, believe that to all the white people out there, like, gangsta shit about just envision the kufi on me right now. White people in the world, if this is your man's, basically. Like, white people, this is who they, when you say you white, that's who you align yourself with. If you don't align yourself with it, disavow your whiteness, denounce it. Go on any social media platform and be like, Johnny Q, whatever, denounce my white privilege. Just say, like, I'm Italian, I'm Irish, you know what I mean? Because it's not good to be white in this country.
I mean, it may not be good, but it's not bad at the same time.
You gotta make it bad for him, yo. I'm telling you, you gotta start banging on them people. Like, hey, man, where you from? Where your mommy from? Where your daddy from? And they say, oh, I'm white.
What part of England?
Hey, what's that?
Are you from Wales, motherfucker?
On St. Patrick's Day. That's the other thing too. Like I wonder, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how much they've uncovered the guy, but it's like I wonder, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like today's St. Patrick's Day, right? I ain't Irish. So I can't.
No.
Was it yesterday? Today.
That's today.
So I wonder if it has something to do with it.
Hey man. White people don't need no reason to do some shit. The cops give them a reason to give them out. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I ain't giving them the slack. Yeah, I'm tired of trying to appeal to the sensibilities of the devil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The amount of people are gonna come out their face and say, "Yeah, but you know, he had a bad day," like the cop. You know, people are gonna run with that. So I'm tired of appealing to their sensibilities, Joe.
Yeah,
either you with us or you against it.
That's fair.
I mean, it's just survival, you know? Like,
no, and like I think like the bigger question is too is like when you see like holidays like that, like St. Patrick's Day, or even like other holidays that celebrate just like whiteness, or the like dominance of it, the prevalence of it. Like, how have you ever celebrated that, or like have you ever like?
In like middle school,
because I never really felt to. Yeah, like the only thing I did for real was just like wear like some green sneakers and just like keep pushing. And it's like when I was in school, it was like, all right, let me just go ahead on and just like get drunk or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I remember Richard Pryor had a joke where he's like, you know, it's fun to be around white people when they're drunk, but not when they get too drunk. He's like, motherfuckers, all of a sudden you hear, yeehaw! and everything. And it's, I mean, look, man, it is what it like. This is, I feel like it's been, you know, if you read history at all, you know, if you paid attention, you know what I'm saying? Like minorities, we know what it is, but now it's like, there's no, it's laid bare. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you either on this side, you either gonna try to defend this guy, whatever, or you're either on the side of good or you're on the side of bad. Like there's no middle ground. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
there's no room for gray area in situations like this. Either you're with domestic terrorism or you're against it. And it's way more people that are with domestic terrorism just because they're white than I would like. You know what I'm saying?
And I also say this too, for the people who like play in the fence, it's like, oh, you got to hear both sides. It's like, nah, you can't.
Both sides of what?
There's clearly a right side and a wrong side. There's clearly like, yo, these people are committing acts of terror, and then like and then the other side is like, yo, here are the innocent parties that are being affected by those acts of terrorism. And it's like, unlike other eras and like other times, it's like, yo, we're being like this generation, like, and like most recently, we're being exposed to that every single day with like these videos, with like cell phone footage, with even just like the police body cams. Like you be seeing folks just like wow, and it's like there's little to no recourse being done.
Right.
It's just like, yo, you still got people like, oh no, we gotta be. This is not America. We are united. We're one. It's like, nah, man. Like, yo, you clearly like, yo, this is not how we are.
Yeah, this
like,
is how we are.
Like, we're really being exposed to our actual actions. Like, yo, we are a country of manifest destiny, which marginalized and dominated the first peoples, Native Americans, enslaved Africans, marginalized women, shamed gay, lesbian, LGBTQI folks, and we're facing repercussions of that.
Brothers and sisters, they put them in internment.
Exactly. Also, Asian brothers and sisters, they're interned and they're mistreated and disrespected even to this day. Like, nah, man, we're facing the repercussions of action. 300 plus years of history.
Absolutely.
Right. and counting. Like this shit's still going on. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it was funny. One of my classes this morning, we were talking about this, obviously, and yeah, some of the things that were being said was basically what you just said. Oh, we need to unite. We need to stop thinking separately. And I'm like, look, the fuck is there to unite about? Like, I kind of look at America, and when people say, and you know, it's usually white people or fair-skinned people, when they're like, oh, you know, we just need to come together. I'm like, that you saying we need to come together and hug, that's like you being in a relationship or something like that, you know, 5 years or however long it goes, and then one day that partner who was abusive is like, you know what? We should let bygones. Let's bring it in. Let's have a hug.
Put it there.
Yeah, bring it in, guys. Bring it in.
Like, no, nigga,
bring it in. Bring it in.
You need to change first. Change, and you know, and that's how you know, like, people don't really want to. They just want to. They don't want to change. They just want to stop talking about it. That's all that is. Stop talking about it. Let's come together.
Exactly.
Leave it alone. Let's come together. It's like, no, they ain't no coming together. Coming together.
We're not going to change nothing. We're not going to do nothing about it. We're still going to act like the shit just doesn't exist. Be cool with that. Like, motherfucker, no, niggas is not cool with that.
Fix the shit. Fix the shit first. And it's like, you know, nobody want to, you know, if y'all can't tell, it's 3 black men, you know, for this episode. You know, we don't want to be scared of the police. We don't want to be scared of what's going. We want to be happy. You know, we want to live with our families and be stress free. But it's like, no, we got to talk about this. We have to have this discussion. We have to fight, because it's our literal lives. It's our kids' lives. It's our family. Mm-hmm. You know, this is not.
Talk to him, Hurricane. Talk to him.
Like, straight up, man. So.
Talk to him, my nigga. You talking that shit right now.
And it's not just like black folks. It's like our Asian brothers and sisters, our Native American brothers and sisters, Hispanic brothers and sisters that are being abused. And it's like, yo, if you not seeing a problem now, or like the pattern of what's going on here, like, yo, you're part of the problem. You need to fix that.
Yeah.
You choose it to.
Exactly. Right. These people, like, a lot of times people are really like I've really been thinking about this shit a lot. Like, ever since whatever happened last summer, and getting more involved in social justice and grassroots movements, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like, it really makes me realize, like, yo, the world would be a lot better if either white people never existed, or white people actually gave a fuck about shit that mattered. You know what I'm saying? Like, white people love to group up and get together for shit that doesn't fucking matter. Like, I wanted, like, when the initial pandemic came out, everybody's like, I want to go back to get my hair cut. And like, motherfucker, we're dying. You know what I mean? Like, you should be getting behind us to get this money, and not from the government, and not crying about going to get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? So white people always like to rally around shit that don't matter, but they don't see the bigger picture, because they don't see themselves as how we see each other. They don't see anybody that's not white as their equal. That's how they've been raised. That's how they've been conditioned and normalized.
It's American.
You know it's the American way for them. So, like, to sit there and be like, yo, we need to come together, like you said, Hurricane, like, that's bullshit. We are together. Like, me, you, our Mexican, Native American, everybody else under the ethnic spectrum, we're like, yo, we locked in step. We know who the bad guy is. You know what I mean? So it's like, we're together. Y'all on the outside, but it's like, I don't know what it is, what's going to take for us to be like, yeah, no, it's over with. Like, that all that white supremacy shit is out. You dig? Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to ask y'all, like, do y'all think there'll ever be a point where it's no such thing as like, oh yeah, racism, you don't got to worry about that? Or, and if so, what do you think it will take for that to happen?
Oh,
go ahead, King.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna say, you know, I think Curtis was the one that said it first. You have to go back in order for it to change. You have to basically change the country, because from the beginning, you know, when Europeans got here, they were like, "Yo, hey, we want that land. Okay, how can we justify taking their land? Oh, they're savages. Oh, they're not human. Oh," and then it grew from. So it's like in order to, it's like, that's like, you know, like, let's put it like this. You guys Game of Thrones fans, you remember Joffrey? He was just basically bad from the beginning. Then in order to, you know, you would have to discipline him. I was about to say beat his ass. You had to discipline him from a child. Once he's in the, once he's running, once he's in power, it's like, how do you? He's been living like this his whole life. He's been getting away with his whole life. Why should he change? And I think that's the country has been like this. You know, now you're starting to see more people of color having the opportunity to speak, and you know, with social media, you're seeing more things. It hasn't gotten worse; it's just getting televised. Seeing it, but it's like, you know, you can't. It's like I feel like, you know, it's like gangrene. It's already spread to. In order for it to change, it can change, but it has to be like the whole system has to be. It's not just okay. Let's change out the police department. It's not just even reparations, which I still take. You know what I'm saying? But even then, that's not. It's not changing. You know, so like. It has to be a whole, because it's in our blood. It's not in it's in America's blood. It's the DNA. So all the way back and fix it, like every single thing. And I mean, but it's like enough people have to feel the way that we feel and have to want it, and it's gonna take a long time. And it's like, you know, like yeah.
Like, it's not something you and I will ever see. Like, we're not going to live to see the day where we're just like human beings. You know what I mean? What you think, Curtis?
Like, to follow up on that question, it's possible, but it has to take a change of like the heart and of like the mind and everything like that there. So you gotta like you gotta make an appeal for like folks' hearts as well as their minds, and like most importantly, like big wallets more than everything. Like what you're seeing now is like, that's the only thing that works. Yeah, I mean, my bad. It's not so much. It's still like racism, and like in some cases, most cases, it's blatant racism. But it's like you're starting to see the effects of like classism and the effects of capitalism. So you see the effects of like the haves versus have-nots. You're starting to see like the effects of like the 1% and how it's affecting people, with like the Amazon workers to like meat packing conditions in the Midwest and everything like that. You're starting to see like, all right, here are the people who are in power, and here is how they're sheltering their wealth and in turning that into power. Right. And I think what is going to take, along with like the changing of hearts and minds, it's also going to take, and it's also going to have to take like a change in wallets and change in. Hey, you're gonna have to share the wealth, man. That's the thing. Look,
yeah, straight up, like, I mean, cut you off. My bad.
Oh, you good? You good?
But it's like this is a capitalist country. The only thing people care about in this country is money. So that's if you wanna change things and keep the country the way it is, money. That's the only thing people listen to. That's the only thing that like matters. You know, like you appealing to someone's heart. What if they ain't got a heart? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they don't care? What if, you know, like, how do you make, it's like, that's like, how do you make somebody love you? You can't. You know what I'm saying? How do you make someone give a fuck about you? You can't. They either want to do it. Maybe you can show them reasons why, but it's like, you know, I always just come back to, and maybe part of it's the way I was raised, you know, I'll admit that, but I come back to, you know, punishment and accountability. That's like, I think that's when appealing to someone's humanity and to their heart doesn't work, then okay, this is your punishment. All right, you don't want to, okay, you feel like, okay, I'm a police officer, or I want to shoot a black person. Okay, I just want to do it. Okay, you're going to jail for the rest of your life. Okay. you know what I'm saying? Like not okay, you killed someone, but it's like at least there's a punishment for it.
Right.
So at least there's, you know, that's because it's just like you know, people don't go the speed limit because they want to go to speed limit. They don't want that ticket. So it's like,
that's perfect. That's a perfect analogy right there.
No, you got it.
A nail on the fucking head. Crack of the back.
There you go. Hey. 4-0 ball game.
All right.
Crack of the fucking back.
I know we said,
you know what I mean?
how long we been going? I know we said like we do have this was not I wasn't planning for this to take this long, but you know, that's
it need to be said, man.
It need to be said.
The conversation always needs to be had, but I'm tired of us being the ones that have it, you know?
Right.
It's always people of color having like, what should we do? Like we know what to do. Yeah. We just got to start talking about what should we do, more so how should we do it. Right. I feel like that's the next step because I feel like everybody is aware of what's going on. It's not like people are in the dark. The only people are in the dark are the people that are against it. You know, they don't want to see it. Everybody else that has a cell phone, you see this shit every day. So it's like we know what's going on. We want to. What's the next step? Is how are we going to make a difference?
Right.
You know. So I think that's the next step for people of color to come together, or people of color and those who don't subscribe to whiteness and white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? Those who denounce their whiteness, though they you know what I'm saying? Those that are with us are with us. Mm-hmm. And they can see what's going on and they know what's going on. We just got to figure out, what are we going to do about it?
Yeah.
Once we get on that same page, it's curtains. Like,
that's all it is. Every single time.
Every single time.
You know, it's like, how much does this hurt you? I know, you know how it hurts us. Does it hurt you? Does it bother you? If so, then show me, And so just like make a little awkward transition. Like Baylyn was saying, it's like, we know, it's like, you just give me like, I know what to do with the ball. Just throw it over here and let me show you. And
exactly.
So with that being said, like I said, it's a little awkward. It's an awkward transition, but like one reason why I wanted to have these guys on. We're big basketball fans, huge basketball fans. Curtison, he grew up in Virginia, right? And he's a huge AI fan. And
yes,
so let's get into it. Like, what is it about Allen Iverson that did it for
you? It's crazy for me to talk about Allen Iverson because one, I just off top, I'm a Celtics fan.
Mm-hmm. What the? Wait a minute.
17.
This guy, he said he don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day. What are you talking?
Going to LA, He said, just seeing like AI and like his grittiness and like toughness, and just like he was a dog, man. It's just like everything about him kind of represents kind of like where I'm from and just the area I'm from, which is the same area that AI is from. Mm-hmm. Hampton Roads, 757, southeastern Virginia. It's just an area that is just like, you gotta like hustle, you gotta grind, you gotta like be determined to make it up out of there, or else you are like you gonna either work or you gonna work in a shipyard, man. Like
for real?
Yeah, no, like bro, it's just as bad. Like Hampton Roads, like that area is like as gritty and as like grimy as like Newark or like some parts of New York and everything like that. Like whatever. Like there are some areas like where like he stayed at, like where my grandma stayed at on the east side of Newport News. Mm-hmm. It is like, if you go there at a certain time, it is like, make sure you have everything locked. Make sure you got even like car lights off. Make sure you're not wearing like something like crazy and not like too like wild or anything like that, because you will get like, who do you know here? Where you from? Whatever. But yeah, no, he just like he just represented our area so well, man. And it's just like the thing about him, man, that's like a model for like almost everyone is like, yo, he just showed gratitude, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what gratitude not only for like the people that he played with, but also for the next generation. You can see that now with like Shaq and like Barkley and Paul Pierce. Like, yo, they always hating on a new player, always got something slick to say, always something like outside their mouth. But it's like with AI, it's always gonna be love. And like the thing is like he's always gonna get love back. And it's just like dog, he's like, even though he had like his scrapes, and even though he had like his like bumps and bruises or whatever, he's still gonna get love no matter where he's at. He's almost like a patron saint, like back home.
Yeah, like personally, I think it was harder for me to appreciate him when he was still in the league because I was a Kobe guy, and it's like, but it's like since he retired, it was like you can't. And since he retired, watching documentaries about him, and then also just like what you're saying, like how he conducts himself. Like I go back to, when Kobe died, and when there's that video of like him seeing Dwayne Wade, and they just like start hugging, and it's just like I feel bad because I'm like, man, I miss this because I was just like Kobe, like they're rivals and everything, but it was like. Absolutely, he was a phenomenal basketball player, but it's crazy. But it seemed like he's even more of just like a loving dude. You know what I'm saying? And like, even like you said, growing up in that area and just like knowing what he's been through, with his friends and all this stuff. I remember there was some story. I think Stephen A. told it to where like there was some friend, like, I don't know, he had like bailed out of jail or whatever. And then he like gave him like a lump sum of money and was like, this is it. Like, we're brothers, but I gotta,
I can't have you around me.
Yeah. So it's like, like I love AI, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I would have been paying more attention when I was younger, but straight up, man.
He's a dog. Yeah. He's a dog. And like the beauty of it is like it's good that we're at least noticing how much of a genuine person AI is afterward. Like we didn't wait until God forbid something catastrophic happened. Like like when like Curtis, like you said, when Dwayne Wade and AI hug, like getting a hug from AI, like I remember Dragonfly Jones said this, it looks like you're getting a hug from somebody that you wish loved you as much as they did, I wish they loved you more as you wanted them to. Like that's a hug from somebody that you care about, and he hugs every person like that. So it's like to see him so much genuine love and admiration for current players. He's not one of those old guys like Curtison said, just like, oh, when I played basketball, it was better. And it's just like him on the court was phenomenal. Like he was unapologetically himself. Yeah, straight up. And you know he would have killed it in this era as well. Oh, absolutely. But
yeah, look, man, hey, he would have he would have had like a pack, like he would have had a package like Kyrie, man, and like just like a crossover like Crawford and everything like that, and he would have been unstoppable, man. But it's like the thing was like, his size was like crazy. Like I remember like the first time I saw him like as like a outside of me like being like a little kid and everything like that. I'm just like, you really not. He's not really not that big.
Right. Yeah, like 5'10", maybe 5'11".
He's 6 foot.
Yeah,
6 foot. But no, he more like 5'10", like 5'11", like something like that. And it's just like, but it's like, he has that heart, man. Yeah.
And he was what, like 160? Like
170 pounds, doing
crazy,
bad.
Man.
Yeah, doing it bad.
It's like when I think of he kind of remind me in a sense of Deshaun Jackson, of just like he's so little, but it's like, dude, you play football. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you're a wide receiver, but it's still they get hit too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck up.
Yeah.
You gotta be a different motherfucker to play that sport, bro. I still say that.
Absolutely.
You gotta be different.
Like
I just remember I don't know, like I know like Trill or Tyler went on like so I asked him a question a couple weeks ago about like what is like a sports like montage or clip like you watch, like you stop and watch, and like I'll watch like his football and like basketball highlights, no matter wherever I'm at, no matter, and it's like just to see like this little like 5'7", 5'8" dude just throw football like 60 yards off the flick of a wrist is
on a rope.
It's insane. Like I never seen it, and I still haven't seen someone throw a ball that effortlessly, and then just like him being able to get hit like this shot hits being that small, it was amazing. Like I still talk to folks like back home that just like that played with him, played against him. It's like, yo, he hit. It wasn't like no joke or nothing like that, but he hit you, you felt it, yeah.
Yeah, didn't he play safety or something like that?
Yeah, he played safety and quarterback.
Safety.
Yeah.
Yeah,
had like 7 interceptions one game, which is wild.
Still the same record, man. It's crazy.
That nigga's cold, bro. That
nigga's crazy, man.
Somebody was saying the head coach, you know, hey, he should have got fired like midway through. Because like, how do you 7 in like stop throwing the ball, bro? Like after 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
like yo, it's a point of pride, man. Like, look, man, you know how folks are just like, all right. I know after the 5th time, you know, he might have got, but he's not gonna get me the best of me this time.
Surely he can't pick me up again.
Yeah.
Hey. Nah. He's a dude, man. I remember my pops. He's a pharmacist back home, and he remembers like AI, like he just remembers like as like a high school kid, like he sees like me and my friends or whatever, just like, oh no, he was just messing around. Like I remember he used to be at the pharmacy trying to holler at the farm techs and everything like that, trying to holler at him and everything like that. And I just remember just like screaming at him, just get out my shop, get out of here. Everything like that.
Get out of here, Allen Iverson.
Yeah, like get out of here. Get out of here. I like your game, but you get out of here. No, it was funny just seeing him, and then just like a few years later, after he got married, my mom, my pops were at like a hotel for like a conference or whatever, and they got like invited to like their to his wedding reception, and it's just like,
that's fire.
Like, wow, just like seeing just like the generosity off of like just from him and everything like that, and just seeing this like that is like incredible. And I'm just like, yo, that just screams just like, yo, that's a very, very 757. That's a very Hampton Roads kind of thing where it's just like, yo, if we see you, we kind of recognize you, you family, man. You like, yo, come get you play the fish. Come get you some come get you chicken, whatever. Come through.
Yeah, man, you made me hungry, bro. I ain't eating dinner yet. Let's come on, man. No, straight up. You know, and then too, like, it's funny, like how the NBA like tried to portray him. You know what I'm saying? But it's like talking to him, or not talking to him, listening to him. It's like he seemed like a super sweet dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, I mean, that's common. Like, oh, you know, you black, you got tattoos, you come from a certain area. You know, oh, he's a thug. He's, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, he's like, you know, like you said, super generous, super sweet. So, but yeah, like you said, I mean, I'm happy personally, like that I got a chance to see that, you know, before he left, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah, so one time for AI, straight up.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. Hey, shout out to everybody getting their flowers too, man. I think that's kind of the cool thing too. Like, it's unfortunate it had to happen after like after Kobe's death, where you see like athletes or just like entertainers, whoever, getting their flowers. So it's like you see like AI, you're starting to see a little like T-Pain, Paul Wall, a couple other folks you see like on Twitter or whatever, like Pharrell, whoever, and it's just like, oh man, they really did their thing.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
100%.
I just wish that would like, you know, like keep up, because it was like, you know, I mean, we've already went in a dark way. We talk about music since the topic of music came up. What let me see, Baylyn, what I feel like you're the right person to ask about this. Did you see the Grammys this?
I sure did.
Okay.
I sure did.
Let's talk about it, Baylyn.
Fucking Nas got a fucking Grammy.
Let me see your forearms. How your forearms holding up?
Nah, ain't no Brooklyn, no Illmatic.
Look at them veins.
Ain't no God.
Look at them veins.
I'm good. Trust me. Ain't none of that. Ain't no fucking Statue of Liberty. Fuck that shit. Know what I mean? No, none of that. None of that. I'm good. But, know what I mean? Nas won over Freddie Gibbs, who I believe had a better album for Rap Album of the Year.
Man,
like, it kind of shows you that like the Grammys are getting it right because Freddie Gibbs got nominated. Like, but it got it wrong because Alfredo was way better than King's Disease. Like, I mean, they had like a fucking Sir's little brother and Royce the 5'9" in the category. So clearly they're trying to be more inclusive, like more small, like less mainstream artists, you know. But even when they get it right, they get it wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My man, Thundercat won a fucking Grammy. Hey. I'm happy for that because that it is what it is. It's a banger. And you know what I'm saying? Meg Thee Stallion, Beyonce is the most fucking decorated women artist in music like ever.
Hey, shout out to black women, man.
Motherfucking Grammys and some shit.
That's right.
So salute to the Queen. Salute to Megan Thee Stallion winning 2 Grammys. A lot of people, well, a lot of the brothers are really upset that Lil Baby ain't pull no.
I was surprised, but yeah, he didn't even get nominated, right?
He got nominated for like that bigger than black and white shit.
Okay,
he ain't get nominated for nothing over My Turn.
Huh?
So
I was real surprised of that, man. That joint, I was like, when like I looked at the best hip hop rap nominees, and like I didn't see his name up there. I'm just like,
yeah,
bro, that's wild.
Yeah.
Do y'all think like they should expand the best rap album like genre to be more like inclusive of like subgenres? Like if you got best trap album or best melodic album or best like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like how the BET Rap Hip Hop Awards is, where they break hip hop down into subgenres.
See, I think you just hit the nail on the head. Like Grammys is not I don't trust them to do that. You know what I'm saying? Right. It'd probably be like best use of the N-word. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like because Grammys, I mean, yeah, but I wish, you know, but I think BET Awards is the spot for that if you want to like.
Right. So like, you think niggas is I think we putting too much credit into the Grammys in general. Like, sure. I'm happy when my niggas win. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, why do I give a fuck what these people think about music that they're not involved in? You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Yeah, because every year it's the same thing.
Yeah, they got it wrong every year.
Yeah.
You gonna be disappointed. You gonna be disappointed. It's just like, all right, well, it's like you literally just like tuning in just to be disappointed. It's just like
basically the complaint.
It's like watching it's like watching the 2016 election like on loop.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, all right, well, I kind of have an idea. Like, I know what's about to happen, but then it's just like, oh.
See it happen.
Like, what? Again? Nah, man. Like, damn, what the hell? What did she do? She breathy sang 12 tracks. Y'all really mess with her like that? That's like critically, like.
Yeah. That's what y'all like? Yeah. Well, I'll just say real quick, I personally was offended, not at what you guys are saying, but, you know, my Christian sensibilities, you know, I had turned on expecting a family-friendly performance, let down by 2. We don't need to say their names, but just, you know, hey, let's keep it. You know, Grammys is a kid-friendly show. At least that's what I was led to believe. So, I personally didn't appreciate that, but we don't. You know.
Clutching my pearls, I had to cover my child's eyes. I couldn't believe it.
Look, man, hey, man, I had to get my kids out the room, man. You know,
absolutely.
I consider myself a man of faith. You know, me and my family, we were shocked and appalled.
As there's another twerk by Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know if we'll be here next year. Be honest with you.
Boy, that Cardi B, she's nothing but trouble.
I will say, I was sort of surprised, like, I didn't see it live, but I was sort of I didn't have an issue with it at all. But I was just surprised that the Grammys like let him
cook like that.
Like, did y'all rehearse
look,
this?
Man, hey, this is network TV. I'm like, oh, okay,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
On CBS.
Yeah.
Like my grandma watching this right now. What's happening?
The Super Bowl come on CBS. They showing this on CBS.
Exactly.
The girls came to play. They ain't come to joke around. They came. They meant business. So shout out to them. Like, God bless them.
You know what? This made me think. What if Throat Baby had got nominated? And I'm just like, what? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, because that video was nuts.
No, they had the baby snowboarding down the scene.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. Like,
that was different, man.
Like, bro, like, yeah, whatever. That's
the
what
hook of the song is Throat Baby.
Yeah, like, nigga, why are you?
No, that boy was crooning, man. I don't care what nobody said, boy. That boy was crooning, man.
He was singing.
He was singing, man. You hear me? He was singing, just like Silk Sonic, man.
Yeah.
Come on now. I don't know what the artist's name is, but hey, man, Throw Baby.
Oh,
no, I know it's Silk Sonic, but like the Throw Baby song, yeah.
That boy was singing like the rent was due. That boy was singing. He sang his heart out.
That remind me of Nate Dogg's old songs. He would be singing about hoes and shit, but he'd be singing it like he was in church. Like he was singing it like fucking FABO was at the end of Tatted Up.
Tatted Up.
Oh my God.
That boy, nobody unmatched. Nobody has the vocal dexterity to hit that like they were.
He brought it back to the Temptations. He was singing. That was some. He had channeled some David Ruffin and Paul Williams.
That was some banging.
Y'all gonna feel these tattoos.
That was from the diaphragm. That was from the diaphragm, from the gut.
It was like, look, man.
My man had to put the glasses off in the video.
Like, yeah.
Just ripped it off.
Dude,
I'm passionate about it, man.
Bro, so that was the end of the song. I wish I was in the studio with some of these songs, because I'm just like, how did this get made? You know what I'm saying? Because this is like the last minute. He's just going in. So I'm like, do y'all
tapping your wrist? Like, come on, man.
Y'all just let him go. Like, yeah, he got it. Like, was
that
take 1, take 10? Like,
I feel like it's almost like seeing like if you like coaching basketball, like coaching like a sport, and it's just like you see someone cooking, and it's like, okay, they have a time limit. It's like no, let him cook. No,
don't call timeout.
He's going crazy. He's going crazy. He can't be stopped. They can't be stopped. They wilding, man. They in their zone. They in their moment, man. He's just like, wow, this is an artist at work.
Yeah,
literally an artist at work.
Well, now witnessing a master at work.
I'm about to get a neck tattoo after listening to this.
God
damn. That man was singing, boy. So like,
I love that. You know what? Sang
FABO needs to get flowers too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I love that dude. Like every time I see him, I'm smiling. I love that dude.
Yes.
Like,
shout out to FABO, man.
Yeah.
FABO the legend.
Flowers.
Only
with the leg flip.
His leg behind his, put his front of his leg behind his gangster, the most gangster shit, and probably serve you doing that same pose. Like you need, you know what I'm saying? You need a little mid. He'll serve you just like that.
Straight out.
Hold that. You want to dominate that?
Imagine that? Can you imagine that your plug dancing for you before you hand it off? It's like, bro, is that on the
bro?
I'm just like, wait a second. I just came here for that.
You trying to get your foot up? God.
Oh, what, are you tweaking? Are you good?
That's like that. Whatever you got, you
like, yeah. I don't know if I want it no more. If you're gonna have me acting like
you kind of going in right now.
Yeah,
you going in over there. Oh my God! Hey, we supposed to be talking
I respect
about
it though, like, because he's been doing this for how long? Like 15 years? It got to be 15 years.
Yeah, at least, yeah. Because that was Chat It Up came out what the early. Yeah, shit, man. I'm getting old, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When I think 10 years ago, I think of like 2000, but that's 20 years ago. That's 21 years ago. Baylyn was still wet behind the ears when FABO came out. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I was 6 too. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Young as shit.
Hey, bro, nah.
God.
Speaking of the singing nigga that deserves flowers, let's talk about Kirk.
Oh yeah, let's get into it.
Oof.
Kirk was gonna whip somebody's ass that day.
Bro.
Ooh, man, who among us has not been put the fear of God in by their folks, man?
What? Okay. Okay. So like when I first saw it, right? Because I read the tweet first, right? And then played the video. And I thought it was like his 15-year-old son. Like when I found out the dude was 33, I was like, hey, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, you're fun, man. Like what? Why are you? Why do people post their L's online? If I get cussed out like that, I'm not posting the video. Like I'm taking that. You know, like no.
You 33, man.
Yeah, you 36. Talk about you getting
dog, you grown.
Like, yeah, you better shit. You better pull up on. You better either sit with it and take it, or you better go. Don't put. What we gonna do, nigga? I got nothing for you, bro.
Yeah, I have nothing to say. Kurt's in the right. He's in the right here. You trifling.
Yeah,
you can't blame it. That's you trifling. You grown. You an adult.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just like that's just like some of the folks that be like, Twitter, do your thing. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Like, what do you do? Like, retweet? Favorite?
Like. My work is done.
Enough for the day. I made a difference.
Like, I can think of a funny gift to post, but I ain't running up on Kurt Frank. I ain't running up on the pastor.
Yeah.
He gonna stomp on. He was talking crazy to him. Imagine what he gonna do to him when he sees him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's talking, I'm gonna break your fucking neck. I'm gonna put my foot off in your ass,
bro.
He's a good bad. It's a good bastard. Wait a second.
Pastor talking about breaking a foot off in my ass.
He should have started quoting scriptures to him in the hand of God. I'm like,
sorry, sound like a real preacher, man. Sorry. I mean, the Holy Ghost in there, man. It's like, wait a second.
Yo, the craziest part about that whole shit is how they made him apologize. He came out and said, I was using language that was unchristian-like of me.
Yeah.
I wanted, nigga.
Yeah.
I couldn't be rich, bro. I'm telling niggas, suck my dick every day. Now, fuck out of here. Yeah, I do it. I do it again.
It's funny to me because it's like,
what you gonna do? Like, I'm Kirk Franklin, my nigga. What are you gonna do to me?
Yeah,
I'm good with God, nigga.
I don't see where he was in the wrong. Like you talking into a 33-year-old adult, man. Yeah. It's not like it's like a 15, 16-year-old, 17-year-old child, or like a 8-year-old, 9-year-old dog. You are 33, and you still out here trifling.
Yes,
you're trying to scam. Like, nah, man.
Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only way, if it was like if it was a white dude calling you N-word and cussing you out, okay, maybe you can get, of course you can get some sympathy off of that. But no, this is man to man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I wouldn't fight my dad, but it's like,
sometimes you
talking to me like that. I'm just it's like
I mean, look, man, my dad quick and he got the old man strength. I don't know, man.
Well, I'm just saying,
you 26. You're not 15, bro. Old man strength is applicable when you're in the team. You a grown, like I mean, you got some muscles on you. I see it. So I think you can take down Papa Curtis.
Like, bro, like I'm like 6'3", like 350. My pop's like 6'7", 260. So it's like
Oh, so you got Paul Silas.
It's a scuffle. It's
the father. Yeah,
it's a scuffle, but it's like, no, man, I don't want that smoke, man. I'm personally cool, man.
I'm just
we're not gonna be arguing over who get a big piece of chicken or something like that, man.
Yeah. Like we just gonna have to talk, man. Like, and I can kind of like I could never see me like talking to my daughter or anything like that. But I do kind of feel like you know, it's a different dynamic between fathers and sons. Like, because I know, like, personally, when I was like 15, 16, you know, like there was certain times where I needed to be like reminded that I'm not a man yet. You know, like I just feel like, and like every dude that I've talked to, I don't know what it is about us, like 14, 15, 16, you just like, I just remember like waking up one day, I was like, I'm gonna fight my dad. Like it never happened. I'm gonna choose violence. Like, I don't even know what it is, man. It's like testosterone is crazy, man. Like, you know.
My man woke up and was like, I'm gonna beat the shit out my dad.
No, I was like, it's gonna happen. Like I don't want it, you know. It's just like I don't know, but it's So I can.
What were you thinking about when that happened? Tell that story, Kane.
It wasn't anything specific. Like I grew up like my dad was my dad was born in the 50s, raised in Texas, grew up in segregation. He was militant on top of being in the Navy. By the time I came around, he was a preacher. So add all that together.
You had Denzel from Fences as a dad.
Pretty much.
I ain't got the light.
Why don't you love me? It's like, I put a roof over your head. I put clothes on your back. That ain't love. I don't know what it is.
I mean, you know, like that was
hug you.
So I was just like, you know, when I it was like 15, 16, I was like that same height as him or a little bit taller, and it's just like not like I said, nothing happened. Like there was one time where like he had like I wanted to leave the house, and he was like you're not going in. I think I said this to Baylyn one time, but he was like, you're not going anywhere or something like that, and I was like, oh, you know, you gonna fight me if I leave? And he like, ain't gonna be no fight.
Like, yes, if you make it out the door, you're not coming back.
So it's like nothing ever happened, but it was just like that kind of it's just like, you know, you can't spank me for 13 years, and you know, like there's a certain, after a certain point, it's like I'd rather get my ass beat in a fight than get spanked. So
know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather, yeah. So, but I mean, it's, you know, we're good. We're good. When by the time I left the house, we were good. But there was just like a certain point where I was like, you know, I had to start lifting weights. It's just like, if it happens, I got to be ready, you know?
You got to stay ready.
Yeah.
You never know when the shit going to pop off. Nah, like, I hear that.
Yeah.
My pop, I was funny because my pops is 5'6". Mm-hmm. I'm like 6'3".
Oh wow!
Like my pops is 5'6", my mom's is like 5'7". Mm-hmm. Bro, I don't know where the height come from, but once my dad had to look up to talk to me, I was like, Brian, are you serious? No more. As
soon as he got but those the ones. My dad is 5'7" too.
Over.
Bro, those no. Do you have a story? Did anything ever pop off?
I remember one time, like, so I think I was like maybe 14, 15. I had started smoking weed then. So I came home. He told me, I think he told me like not to go out, but I went to my man's crib, came back, and he was like, well, you like this one he did like that. You think just because you taller than me, I won't break you down, da 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 da. And I was just looking down at my dad, like, you ain't finna do shit to me. Hey, bro. Gangster, like, you ain't finna, like, we ain't come to blows in that because like, you still my pops and I was in the wrong.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, but that's when the first thought crossed my mind. I was like, I'll break my dad up if I needed to. Gangster shit, like I'll break my pops up.
No, give him the word.
That's the whole thing though. Like that's the whole. See, you're saying I'm gonna win this fight. Your dad is saying, nigga, I'll kill you. Like, because it's like if you lose that fight, like that's your son's house now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just, you know, like I hate to like reduce us to like that animal instinct, but it is like, you know, you get your ass kicked. It's kind of what you know, we either gonna fight every day or the dynamic don't change.
Yeah.
You know,
you got it, big dog. Here go the big piece of chicken. You got it.
Yeah. I'm sitting at the head of the table now.
Hell yeah. Feel me? But
yeah.
Nah, I love that to death, but I would have it'd have been bad news for that man if he came across me. It'd been bad news.
Baylyn said he has something for him. God damn.
I got no for sure. I know my dad don't hit hard. My dad fat. It's quiet.
Yeah.
Man, and see, like, I can see it too, because it's like, bro, you be like, usually like when you start like first lifting weight, so it'd be like you're 14, 15, whatever, how old you are, and then like you get to like a certain point, you look at your dad, like,
yeah,
probably like you get that moment, like I can probably take you, you know,
yeah.
That moment in your head, you start feeling yourself, yeah.
Oh
man,
that's when your pop got to put you in line, like, nah,
exactly.
I run this house.
It was funny because, like I said, I mean, you know, nothing ever. You know, it never like got to that point, but I do remember like one time, like I think it was like 15, 16, and I was sitting at the kitchen table. We were about to eat, and like he came downstairs and he came like around and he like grabbed me from behind, like my arms, and I felt like if I would have kept fighting, I could have won it, but I was just like, fuck it. But it was like at that moment, I was like,
I'll let you live. That's the thought.
Let me write this down. Like, you know,
I thought he was about to do like Ving Rhames did Tyrese Bates. No. My pops did it to me one time. I was like, wait a second, hey, I don't want no smoke.
You got it, big dog. You got it.
You got it.
Hey, you want something from the store? Like, no, nigga, what the fuck? That's a crazy movie, bro. I think Baylyn froze.
Oh, it's not.
You good, man?
Oh. Got that Teddy Riley Wi-Fi, man.
My nigga. Yeah, you froze for a second, big dog. I was like, oh no, my nigga froze.
I froze. Nah, you froze.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah. Let me see. Well, we got how about this? Just because, yeah, I mean it has been over an hour, so we're like,
it's an hour?
It's been over an hour, bro.
Damn.
Yep. The first segment was like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But just like real quick, because we talking about fight, were you guys able to well, let me just say real quick, I don't know, just for the listeners, you know, Marvin Hagler passed away, I think it was this past weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't checked out his fight with Tommy Hearns, like, and if you're a fan of fighting whatsoever, like, I would suggest it. Were you guys able to, I think you guys said you've seen it before, but like, were you able to review it at all? Any thoughts?
Oh no, bro. Oh snap. Baylyn frozen?
I think so.
Oh man. Okay. No. First and foremost, RP to Marvin Hagler. Simply prayers to his family and everything. Dude was like a fighter's fighter, bro.
Yeah.
He was like an underrated, like a textbook underrated like fighter. Just seeing this fight with like Tommy Hearns kind of like proved all that. It's just like he didn't have like the height, didn't have the like reach or whatever. It was still doubted. Yeah. But hey man, he still came out undeterred and like dog, that was a fighter's fighter, man. He underrated, man. Like he had a run, man. Like I saw like another doc of him and like more so talking about like Sugar Ray Leonard, man. Yeah. Yeah. Sugar Ray played that, man. I'm heated for him, man. Yeah.
Now I ain't see that fight, but the fight with him and Tommy Hitman Hearns, come out like that in the opening round,
bro.
hitting, bro, just hitting, dinging each other. Like, yo, just seeing how hard and like just seeing how hard they was hitting each other.
Yeah.
And neither of them got knocked down. And he was getting hurt. Hitman was ringing his bell. And he was just eating them. Left and right, eating them. I'm like, yo, this man is different.
Yeah. He's like, you gotta kill me to bro. That's like, you know, like I've never like boxed, but you know, you get in a fight or you train, you know, like like how taxing that is. And they were just throwing haymakers for 3 rounds straight. It's like yeah.
That joint was a brawl, man.
Yeah.
Bro, like, and you would have thought it was like beef. The way they were hitting each other. I'm gonna kill you in this fucking ring.
Yeah. It's like, yo, we're the police. This is how is this illegal?
I was waiting for someone like, why did you be like, stop, yo, stop.
Like, what is it?
Somebody next? You gotta go to gun. Like, yo, the way it was like they ain't like, it looked like they ain't like each other for years. The way they was fighting, bro. Like, this was something that was coming to a head. Like, I don't think boxing's like that anymore.
Mm-hmm. No, it's definitely not. It's
definitely not. But even then, it's like just to see the way they was hitting each.
Yeah. And
it was. Good.
No, you're good.
It wasn't.
No, it was definitely. Oh.
We may have to.
I have to, man.
Yeah, I may have to. Let me get Baylyn out of here. I'll it's all good. we're about to cut out anyways.
All right, man. Nah.
But yeah. No, just like his heart, you know what I'm saying? Like more than anything, it showed it, you know, his heart. Cause I think like if you see the end of that fight, he's still in the ring, like, you know, kind of celebrating and Hearns is getting carried out. Like that was it was a war. Like so
3 rounds, we gonna fight. Like it was like I remember like watching my pops. He was like, "Yo, this is back when like we had fighters had something to prove, man. We had something to fight for." Like I was like, yeah, man. You can definitely tell. It's like, yo, it's like it's crazy because like you be seeing like fighters or fights from that time, and it's like, yo, if I lost this,
that's it.
I'm not gonna get a chance. Yeah, and that you can definitely see that in, like passion and everything.
Yeah. So rest in peace to him. And let me see. Yeah. You know, I mean, we've been going for a minute. I'm surprised. Hold on real quick. I'm sorry.
You good, man.
Yeah. I almost feel kind of bad if we keep talking too much because Baylyn got kicked out.
I want to see if we can join back in, man. See if he has any parting words, man.
Let me see if oh yeah, he just said it's his signal trash. He's not gonna join back in. Okay. Well, yeah, we can I don't know if you had anything to add. We can get out of here in a minute. Of course, appreciate you joining for Baylyn. I appreciate Baylyn joining. It was a great conversation, and we got to do it again soon.
Most definitely. We gotta hopefully school was safe out there, Maine and everything, in the wilderness and the tundra. That is Maine. Staying away from that chowder, whatnot, what have you. Huge thank you to you, Kane. Shout out to Baylyn. You know, sorry about the signal being trash. RP Marvin Hagler. RP those families of the violence, that violent heinous murders by that white terrorist. We gonna say this again, that white terrorist. Gonna be brought to justice. Yeah, man, it's been a pleasure, man. It's definitely chopping up if you talking about Pops, talking about our folks and Kirk Franklin and everything like that. We got to do it again, man.
Yes, sir. All right, appreciate it.
Sir.
Let's see.